So the 2024 NFL Draft is officially over, and now the Packers have started adding lots of undrafted free agents, which always happens. The second the draft ends, these teams scramble to try to sign all these different players that are still available. Right now, the Packers have signed 7 undrafted free agents. I'm pretty sure they're very close to their 90-man roster, if not already hitting it. They may be close, so I'm not sure if they're going to add any other undrafted free agents. This may be it, but stay tuned in case they do add any more. I'll let you guys know at some point in the future. So I just want to go over all 7 of these guys. It's going to be a much less depth than my draft videos just because there's not quite as much information floating out there on these players who aren't draftees. There's not as many like draft profiles out on these guys. So I found a little bit of information about each of these players, but we'll look at their positions, see where the Packers are adding depth there. So first off, we signed offensive lineman from South Florida, Donovan Jennings. It came out from Aaron Wilson, who said South Florida offensive lineman Donovan Jennings has agreed to terms with Packers for a $10,000 signing bonus and $100,000 in guaranteed salary per source. The signing bonus is more than they gave any undrafted free agent in 2023, and they did not give any guaranteed salary to undrafted free agents in 2023. A strong deal for the Packers offensive lineman. So it sounds like the Packers really wanted this guy. Odds are other teams probably were bidding for him, but the Packers giving him $100,000 in guaranteed salary, and they said that, or Aaron Wilson said that the Packers had never done that, or didn't, sorry, never, not never. They didn't do it last year in 2023 with any undrafted free agents. So the Packers clearly like this guy. He's 6'4", 328 pounds. He played tackle for South Florida, for 5 years. Last season, on 812 offensive snaps, he only allowed 2 sacks. PFF said he's a great pass blocker, but not as great when it comes to run blocking. The Packers drafted 3 offensive linemen. Now they sign another one here. And then we have the Packers signing Trent Jones, offensive tackle, Michigan, another offensive lineman, per Jeremy Fowler. Came out there on Twitter. He played right tackle at Michigan, 6'4", 325 pounds. He allowed no sacks last season on 395 snaps. So the Packers really bolstering this offensive line room. 3 players drafted, now 2 here that we've gone through so far. And then the Packers have signed James Eiser, Northern Illinois defensive lineman, per Tom Silverstein, 6'3", 293 pounds, rating a 5.0440. The Packers did not draft any edge rushers or defensive linemen, and so they decided to bolster that unit here. And Packers Wire is keeping a pretty solid undrafted free agent tracker, so that's how I found all these guys. They're keeping track of the different reporters and what they're reporting, so shout out to those guys. And then we have Arizona State tight end Messiah Swinson has been signed per Exclusive Sports Group. They put out the information. He's 6'7", 259-pound tight end, rating a 4.8240. He played 2 years at Missouri and then spent the past 2 years at Arizona State. And looking at his receiving stats, 6 receptions for 48 yards in 2023 and 15 receptions for 185 yards in 2022. So not super productive when it comes to receiving. I'm wondering if he's more of a blocking type tight end. Not exactly sure. But another tight end added to the room. The Packers didn't add a tight end in this draft, which was not really needed after drafting Luke Musgrave and Tucker Kraft last year. Then we have a few more to go over. We have Ohio defensive tackle Rodney Matthews, came out per Tom Silverstein. Another defensive tackle after adding Illinois James Eiser. This guy, Matthews, 6'1", 311 pounds. And then we have Wisconsin long snapper Peter Bowden has been signed per Tom Silverstein, 6'2", 239 pounds. And here's from a site called RubioLongsnapping.com. It says this: an athletic long snapper with good size and speed, Peter is able to generate plenty of power on each punt snap, which helped him excel in the speed competition, advancing to the semifinals. Peter has the ability to move well downfield and looks to be the complete package. And then we have Railen Goforth, linebacker from Washington, has been signed. He shared that himself on X. He's 6'1", 227 pounds, ran a 4.66 40-yard dash. He had 37 tackles with Washington last season. So the Packers added a couple linebackers in the draft, and they also add another one here in Railen Goforth. So those are the 7 undrafted free agents the Packers have signed so far. That may be it. I'm pretty sure the Packers are close to the 90-man roster, if not already there. But if you want to see my Packers draft grade video, I put it out right before this one, so you can check out my channel. Feel free to subscribe there. And if you want to see more Packers content, that's what this channel is for. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.